we got the first look at 007, First Light, the reboot in universe. What are you thinking about uh Tom Cruise Light as the new James Bond?
Um, that's
Made by
not the
the
official. That's just game James Bond, right?
Yeah, game James Bond.
Okay. Okay. So, couple of things, man. I would have probably based it off of actor, but now thinking about that, wait. So is he gonna actually be James Bond? Okay. So
Yeah.
I can see why. I wasn't really. Man, he felt like
He felt
he
like
felt he felt like I don't know, man. Like I felt like I was watching Kingsman.
that's not a bad thing.
Kingman is King. It's not a bad thing. It's just Kingsman's is not James Bond.
But
They're not.
what see the thing I think that gets a little bit tricky is because there's been so many eras of James Bond, even eras that existed before we were alive. It's like, what is James Bond?
It went on. He just doesn't have that because he doesn't have. He's an agent, but he just doesn't have that suaveness to him that you would expect from James. Like and in the world
This is a Tomb Raider
didn't have
reboot
that.
version, so you can't
Oh,
expect this.
okay. Well, if it's if it's a reboot, it just feels like Gen Z Bond.
I mean, that's probably what they're going for.
Okay, so yeah, Kingsman.
Yeah, to me, I think the thing with this, it's tricky. Like,
And
I know. What?
I'll say this, like they can't aim to be like classic James. Remember GoldenEye? It's not gonna happen.
But that's what I was gonna say. Like, I'm like, I
Yeah,
think for as good as the Daniel Craig run was, and it was good, arguably really, really great. There's something about the Pierce Brosnan era. I know it's one of it, like in the scheme
that's
of things, is one of the
that's what.
worst eras of
Yeah,
James Bond. But when you're like raised on it, it's like I can realize that everything post Goldeneye in the Pierce Brosnan era is pretty bad. But this is what I grew up watching. So like that
it's
just
called the worst James Bond. Really?
yeah, bro.
I watched them and they're not bad, bro.
They get a little fantastical. It's the Paris Brosnan era, you could argue, was what kicked off Austin Powers, what kicks off Archer, because it crossed that line of like he's outrunning this avalanche slash earthquake on a jet ski. Okay. And then he's gonna parasail on a tidal wave. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Vin Diesel did
He did do it. And where is the Triple X franchise now?
it. No, no, Triple X was BMX.
Yeah.
BMX Bond, bro. Like he was driving a motorcycle on the ocean current. Like y'all, come on, man.
He was.
We like
Him and
we
Donnie Yen just
don't name Alexander Cage, y'all. Like, oh boy, this should have just been an Xbox 360 game.
he
Greatest
skateboarded
hits.
down the mountainside. I'm like, all right.
I live for this. I'll never forget that, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I could see, but that was the 90s, man. I think this will translate great into a game. I think they should have just did that. Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, I think they should have went for Uncharted with the mechanics of uh you know what? We'll see, man. I think they should have gone with a very heavily animation oriented video game, man. Like they should have went for an Uncharted mix with the stealthiness, the camouflage that the Hitman games franchise has.
It's being made by the Hitman developers.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna see a lot of
Oh,
that.
okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm.
You know, I think they should do well enough to have that integrated, man. Have scenarios to where like certain things are like mini games. Because I mean, when you look at Bond, there's situations where it almost is a mini game.
Mm,
And that's the only thing I could say. Because with the Bond franchise, you'll just have to have incredible set pieces people want to play over and
yeah.
over and over again. Like that's why I used Uncharted. Uncharted is prime TNT TV show
Mhm,
that we watch every Thursday. Oh,
mhm.
what? Oh, this is on? I'm watching it. Prime TNT writing, Prime FX writing, you know. So I think they really need incredible set pieces, locations. The characters got to be unforgettable. The scenarios, the stakes. You can't just Bond has to play like a simulator, but with that you can do more, and that is actually really concerned about how the movement of the game is and the presentation of everything.
Yeah.
Those are one of the games where your graphics needs to matter. And just
Yeah.
for me,
No,
you
no,
know.
I think you're right. I do think this game, at least at an initial glance, definitely screams like it has more of a budget than the Hitman games do. And I say that
Mhm.
respectfully. I'm like, the Hitman games, like, they're good, but you know what it is. Like, you could tell where the budget limitations are in a Hitman game. I feel like with Bond, it's like clearly like Amazon is like, here, take what you need to like get this off the ground. Um,
I would have took inspiration for some of the films, man, as a style.
mm,
I think that's important, man. I would have even, I would have even, I would have even gone so far as to kind of date some of the stuff, man. Maybe have a certain time period.
no.
Not like 1960s, maybe classic Bond era. I don't know. That's just me, and I would have just made the game raw, and then we could have gone into different eras later. I don't know. That's how I would have did it.
The only reason why I
But
say no is because, like, especially once we get into like the Xbox showcase, one of the things, at least for me, again, just speaking for myself, one of the things I'm starting to realize that I'm starting to have is period piece fatigue in games. I'm tired of every game sounding like old ye English, 1860s England, like like the
mm,
pre-colonization era of whatever. I'm like, I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of it.
I'm not gonna get enough of Game of Thrones language. I love it. But I do hate
I'm over it.
the. I I don't know. I'm fine.
There's no other dialect that resonates with the people. That's it. Just
I ain't really.
just British. That's it. Nothing
No,
else.
no, no. I ain't really looking at it like that though. So for me, I'm not like I don't get fatigued because I don't know certain people are doing it. I'm like, oh, you again? Nah. I mean, with certain storylines and certain I can see the argument for Resident Evil, but we're the minority, and
I'm
we
just
don't.
because but
Yeah,
even like
but
for
we'll get to
example,
that. We'll get
like
to that. We'll get.
yeah, but I'm just saying like even like for example, like using Red Dead Redemption, I'm like the cowboy thing was fine for me.
Okay, yeah, yeah,
That's
okay.
but that's what I'm saying.
I
I'm like,
get you. I
there's
get you.
different eras you can pull from
So you're
that
tired of the
aren't.
Victorian era,
Yeah, stop using
steampunk era.
Victorian England over and over and over and over again. Like there's other
Yeah.
places.
But no, people love their Van Helsing, man. Their
I
Romania.
I
You feel
understand.
me?
I'm just saying, like, and I'm not saying it needs to go away. I'm just saying, like, I think that's the when every other game is that you're just like,
Okay, so
ah,
I mean, we got through Arcane.
yeah,
That was inspired by that era.
yeah, enough now,
Yeah. No,
enough now.
hey, okay, I get you.
Let's take a break.
The Clockwork game does look interesting, man. But
It does,
I'm
but
actually not mad at it.
enough now.
But people love that quirkiness, man. People dress like that today, and they feel like they're doing great. You feel me? They feel like they're killing it. They got the little leather bracelet right here with the vest on and the tie.
Four
They
layers
still
of
dress like
clothing,
that.
just
4 layers of clothing, with the jeans and the boots. They still
yeah.
dress like that, man.
No, I get again. I'm not saying it needs to go
Hair
away.
slick, man.
I'm not saying it's, I'm not saying the stranglehold it has on the industry
Got
right
the
now.
curved cologne on the neck. You feel me?